Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to update number 3 of season 2. As always, I'm your host Fibas, and we're walking right back into this episode. We're going to start with a bit of a few transfers, see how the transfer market's been going. As usual, we start with Blackburn loaning Singaporean Andy Tong from Brighton, defensive midfielder. Charlie White, another defensive midfielder who's gone to Bristol Rovers, but he's from Ajax this time around. They beat Queen's Park, we're used to it. Piers Flannery has joined Dundee United from Tottenham. Latina have loaned Barreto, who's from Como. Jay Barreto, we saw him a lot at the end of last season for the under-18s, played really well. To Banda O Pinto, leaving Crystal Palace to go on Preston, more first team football for him. Sergio Alonso going to QPR from Oviedo on loan. Irmas Riaz also going to QPR from Chelsea, Indian right back. Bradley Johnson from Sheffield United, with 2 more years left on his contract, he's going to Bristol to Reading on loan. Koven, Stockport, Premier League sides are sending lots of those youngsters we saw. Mark Sloan, this is going to be a fun one. He's actually going to Stoke, play Championship football, I think. George Williams leaves Arsenal to join Watford for 2 million. Let's see what he's going to be able to achieve with that. She moves to Salento from 1.5 million from Panathinaikos. Essentially more footballing time. Mateusz Domagalski going to a bigger club for 2.2 million. More playing time for him, especially at a bigger club. One of the prize boys. Solihull Moors, bigger club for him. McConnell Malone, also a bigger club, with approximately 4.8 million signing there for Manchester United. So Premier League sides have been making moves in the market. Lots of players have been moving around as the Northern Leagues, or the leagues who play during winter time, keep up to your playing, kept up going. Derry City, who won the league, are second there, and between Shamrock Rovers and Bohemians, Campbell had a good performance in the midfield, scoring a goal. Bear and Atkins were both on the field for that game. Bear was definitely one of the better players on the pitch though. Otley Yates scored another goal for Sligo Rovers, and Sligo Rovers continued their run in the title on the cup. Atkins this time around, good performance from him, gave 1 goal and 1 assist. Unfortunately, Paul Bear wasn't on the pitch for that. Eredivisie has kicked off Feyenoord top of the league, followed by Groningen and Ajax. And Ajax seem to have been playing Omar, attacking midfielder, played really well in that game. As Alkmaar had Kohli, who they've called up from their B side to come and play regularly, had a good performance, gave an assist as they beat Ajax in the Johan Cruyff Cup. Omar had a good performance too. He scored in that game. The same game there. The next game for Ajax on the 21s. On the 18s, Kings was on the pitch, played really well. Good to see him. The Swedish league keeps it going. BK Häcken on top of the league, followed by EFs Elfsborg. Wolves top of the league with 3 points. Manchester City are second to last with -2. They lost the first game. Crystal Palace, so Trottle will have a good performance. Came off the bench and gave an assist. Marcus Leonardo has gone to Crystal Palace. Sky Bet Championship, Luton on top of the league after just getting relegated. Watford had the likes of Williams, good performance from him. Then Stoke, Mark Sloan already kicking off his season, the same season he had last year, playing really well again. Bristol Rovers, Smith, good performance, gave an assist as they won 3-1 against Norwich. Going down to Sky Bet League 1, Wigan, 6 points top, followed by Bristol City. Wycombe Bay had the likes of Jay Setter, very good performance from him. Jet Setter, goalkeeper, kept it clean, did well. Bezas, another good player there, left back, had a good performance too. For Exeter, Jiminho, left wing back, had a good performance, although they lost 2-0 to Shrewsbury. Meanwhile, Bristol City Had the likes of Merich, centre back position, who played really well. Bezos again in a very good performance, gave one assist, completed all his tackles and got man of the match for his good passing position and his good work rate throughout that game. Such a good performance. He was also called the team of the week. He became the first player of the season to do both, at least in the bigger European sides. Skybet League 2 is also kicked around. Punchy playing defensive midfielder for Crawley. Good performance from him. Meanwhile, Northampton lost to Crawley. O'Neill had a good performance in that game before we jumped up to the Vanarama National League, where Aldershot are top of the league. Aldershot rolled. Tricky Dicky continues his performance after having a really good season, being nominated for Young Player of the Year. This is 2 games in a row, very good performance from Tricky Dicky. Here's another assist, that's 3 games in a row, really performing at the biggest level there. Albus Leon Kingo scores a brace against Rochdale to help his side to the next, to help his side win 2-0. Meanwhile, Doncaster, Bailey has a good performance, so does Olowu. Clark too has a very good performance. Clark, the right back, carries that on, has a really good performance stepping up. Again, another good performance from Clark. Side winning 2-1 against Contro. You're just playing decently. Ryder, lots of teams here in the National League, lots of players who seem to understand what they're doing, and that's very interesting to see more players getting involved. Let's hope they can keep up this form they're having throughout these early stages of the season there. Karra plays a good performance too. A good performance, got 2 goals, Karra. We'll go to the League, National League South. Maidstone Sparling midfielder had a good performance as they drew 2-2. Bat City and Reynolds gave an assist, although his side lost 3-1 to Wildstone. Wildstone's actually the team have taken the Premier League in FM21, I think it was. Very interesting save if anyone would like to try that. Laf Potashon still playing for Barrow as they lost to Portsmouth in the Carabao Cup, so they are out. Bristol City on the other hand had a good performance. There they were also knocked out by Swansea. Cardiff versus Sheffield United. Cardiff went through and Shung scored a goal. Lincoln, Chris Dogger had a good performance as his side were through to the next round. And then Mark Sloan for Stoke versus Lincoln. Although he was knocked out, Sloan had a good performance before being substituted off. O'Neill again for Northampton as they were knocked out by York in the Carabao Cup. Meanwhile, Smalls had a good performance in Carabao Cup as they beat Leighton Orient 2-1. Stockport, Lofe scored a goal, had a good performance. Koven was on that pitch too, had just as good of a performance he too. Watford, Williams and Smythe were both good. Arsenal under 21s continued a good run of form they've had to continue. Shows they've got some of the best youngsters there. Brandt for Brighton under 21. Bright for Brighton under 21 scoring a goal before we go on to the next stage where Everton had Peterson who played really well. Geese and Ponchu were also the pitch. Maduka, who's not gone out on loan. There's lots of time for things to happen in the transfer window. Had a good performance there for Tottenham. West Ham had the likes of John, Boris and James. Lee Jones was the one who got man of the match, the fullback. 4 key passes, won 71% of his headers. Manchester United, Bobkins is still around. Very good performance from Bobkins. Let's hope he can get called up in the first team in any one of these games of the season. Lots of injuries there for Newcastle. Michaels being one of the players injured before, but still had very good performance. Got 1 goal and 1 assist. 20 years of age. I'd say it's time for them to call him up. If I was the manager, I'd be looking at calling him up, that's for sure. With Culkin for Mansfield versus Reading on the 20s, Holmes had a good performance. Rockdale press Mincer right back. Reminds me of Jakuba Minte is his real name. Very similar names. Say Cooper there. Scores a brace as his side win 3-0. Wrexham versus Flight. Burton Su, right back, also another good performance there as they lost 2-1. Got himself into man of the match there, although his side lost. That's what you can basically do. You can also do that. Fortuna Liga. Mlada Boleslav at top of the league with 9 points. Ferencvaros, who won this league, are second, 5 points behind. I'm looking whether Mazzoli is going to keep on the good run of form he's had. Mazzoli, what about that? One good performance. Arbelli, 1 goal and 1 assist. Earns himself a man of the match, team of the week. I mean, not man of the match, but good performance from him. Before we go down to the Polish top division, where Karra were top of the league. In this league, Slovenian top division, Trnava were top of the league. Real Madrid top after 3 points. Barcelona 5th. Espanyol almost the last. Eibar top of the league. Again, it's just a season. It's just started. 1 game has been played in most seasons, so nothing has come to an end yet. Bundesliga 2. Karlsruhe 2 points up. Schalke 04 second. Karlsruhe had won 2 matches, so there was 6 points on the top there. Houdini again for Borussia Dortmund, second son. He's left his Bundesliga B side to join them. DFB Pokal. A few teams who were true. Kicked off FC Freiburg versus Halberstadt. Mulhans had a good performance in goal. Schritt K2 came off the bench for his good performance. 0 there for VfB Stuttgart. He scored a goal. Before now go on to the Austrian Premier Division, the Admiral Bundesliga, where Sturmgras at top of the league. The Liga Portuguese top division, FC Porto at top of the league. As you can see, we've added the real names of the leagues and not just that badges. Ricardinho, what a performance from there, but Vargas is the one who really stepped up, scoring 2 goals. FC Porto on the 18th, Ribeiro Lima, 1 goal from him as a left back. Another good game. Tubando there to score a brace. Very good performance. Tomas Tubando is his sibling to Tubando Pinto, who had this, what's it called, transfer earlier this season. This is going to be fun. A bit of sibling rivalry. Let's hope they cross paths at the same sites anytime soon. Estoril, Silvera and Baque. Silvera and Baque, 2 good performances. Rafa Silvera, the second, scores a goal at the age of 16 years old for Porto Sporting under 23s. Ronaldo region, promising midfielders. They're not really Ronaldo region, but hey. Thomas had a good performance for Boa Vista. Vargas again, another good performance with the assists. For now go to League 1 Uber Eats, where FC Metz are top of the league with 3 points. In the Bundesliga 2, Bordeaux are 7 points top, followed by Leeds, Lorient. So sadly, that Bordeaux have lost all of their stages as a professional club and been dropped out to 4th division in France. Let's see whether they can climb back up and still get back to the top of the French league in real life I'm talking about. Paris Saint-Germain on the 18th versus QRM on the 19th. Interesting game. Smith was there. Right midfielder, got a good game for go to the Swiss League, Credit Suisse Super League, Cinch Premier League or Premiership. Celtic are still top of the league. Rangers trying to hold on, already draw the game. Not a good for Rangers. Dundee United, Mac Main is midfield, a good performance from him. Nice to see that. Hearts versus Aberdeen. Chow had a good performance, although they lost 1-0 to Aberdeen. The next game they lose 4-0 to Rangers, but again Chow with another good performance, not letting his side down. It's his team that's letting him down. Then the second division in Scotland, I'd say, is Ireland. I'm not really sure. Austin there, Cinch Premiership. It's Celtic, they're an Irish team. It's an Irish team, my bad. Do not trash me in the comments, but if you feel like you want to do that, sure. Then Austin got man of the match for Celtic on the 18th, had Thief, who had a good performance too. His name is literally Thief. He was a stone that man of the match. That's why he's there. Lundby Mikkelsen with a good performance. Something he's stood out a lot for his good performances. It's too bad that no European teams who seem to be in desperate need of a defender right now. They probably snapped him up already. Mikkelsen, well, looking at his performance was at least. Robin Halvorsen, Koven have on the 19th, gave 2 assists on all of his headers. What a dominant display from the youngster. Spati Osk, top of the league. Kupa Romanei, it's called. The Krau. Through to the next round, Vez had a good performance. Vez. Jubilee Pro League. Club Eupen at top of the league with 10 points, followed by Antwerp. Club Brugge. Vitamans called to the first team there. Nice to see that. Gave an assist in the last game. This game he played really well as they win 2-0. It's good. Vitamans stepped up. It's nice to see. What is this? Challenger Pro League. Some few sides were not allowed into the first division. Van Koota is still playing for Bergshot as they lose 3-1 to Jéja. Against RD Molenbeek, Van Koota has a good performance, really dominating the game. Gives an assist. Very good performance for RD Molenbeek. Kartik. Yeah, he is at RD Molenbeek. They was playing Power FC last season. I don't know. I'm not sure. Challenger. Good performance in the Challenger League. Kartik again, this time with the assist before going to the Eliteserien in Norway, where Bodo Glimt, title holders, are 5th. Bob had a good performance, giving an assist then from the middle. The Croatian league, so when there's a second for with Partizan being top of the league, and the Champions League, well, qualifiers keep on going. Panathinaikos are facing Lech, then Valos Ludogorets, Oiko versus Bodo Glimt, Scandinavian rivalry, Young Boy versus Maribor, and Trabzonspor versus Shakhtar Donetsk. Mazzoli scores again, something he's done on almost every single qualifying game he's played. Throughout this save, it's very nice to see. Mazzoli the next game a bit more quiet. Maybe the one that has a better performance. Nice to see that from them. There is City through to the next round, the Europa League. Also is around there. Sparta versus Lask is the game that popped up next. The Pupa of Shine as they drew 0-0. Still wondering who went through the hole. In the Olympic Games, France under 21s beat Uruguay. France 23s beat Uruguay under 23s. On their way to the final, they met the United States, New Zealand, and Guinea. Meanwhile, Uruguay met Spain, Brazil, and Japan. Definitely a tougher one, but it wasn't enough. The runs for Uruguay had a good season, good of a season. United States had Griffin, Ward, Wilson, G, Lee, and Lewis. And that is the end of the Euro. The season has finally kicked off for real. Most teams have started to play football at the highest level, and most youngsters decide to make transfers. There are going to be more transfers, and it's going to be important for us to keep up with them. But as always, remember, I'm your host Fibers, and see you in the next update.